Okay, so let's control it. Control the value if it's an X or an O. So what we did in class, I'll create a variable, an instance variable, which is a Boolean. I'll say is X. We're going to say here true. And then what we did is we created a variable here called, I'll call it X or O. I'm going to call it that. And I'll declare it. So create a local variable right on top of it. And we'll say is X question mark So what this is going to do is going to evaluate this as true. If it is true, it'll put an X into this variable. If it is false, it'll put it in that variable. Now what we're going to do is, once this is finished, we're going to convert this to a new value. So in fact, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say here in the same line, I'm going to say here, X is equal to is X okay, we'll test it, but in the same time here I'm going to say here sorry, made a mistake there. On the next line, just go is X equal to is X, and we'll say a not here. So what this is going to do is it's going to negate the true and make this false. Therefore, the second time that I come back, this will now be false, and this will be the letter Y. Then I come back again, a not false would be a true, that this would be true, and then come back again. So it'll keep happening over and over again. If I save this, and let's run it again, this will run the last thing that we ran. Let's put this in the sensor, X. Oh, I got X and Y, X and Y. Of course, I didn't mean X and Y, I meant X and X or O. Now, just looking at this, I just realized I probably could have done this in one line. So I'll do a control X here. I'll put that value here. If I do here, do a parentheses here, telling to do this portion first. So let's see what this does. This is going to negate whatever value that I have here. So let's say I have a true, it'll be false. And then this will be false, it'll push the value into here, and this will evaluate to either false or true, and then it'll do this. So basically it does the same thing we did last time, but just in one line. All right, let's try it to see if it works. Yep, still works. Okay, cool. So that's how we do. I'm sorry, I had that out of view. Let me run that again. Put that back in view. We'll have to correct that in the next video why that's happening.